we're united. It's going to be a really interesting fall, and I'm excited to get to work with my colleagues and my friends. It's going to be awesome. Thanks.
Just wondering what your big takeaway is from your 3 days of meetings in Montreal. Well, the big takeaway is we've got a lot of work to do for Canadians, and we're all united and ready to do it.
Are you confident that Jagmeet Singh is going to be the leader into the next election?
Absolutely. Thanks. Thank you.
As caucus chair,
yes.
What is your summation of your 3 days of meetings here in Montreal?
It's been fantastic. I mean, you can see me walking out with a smile on my face. We have had a really good 3 days, very productive, but we're all leaving in a really good mood, and I think it's fair to say that we're all really excited to be returning next week on Monday.
So what is the conclusion from the conversations you were having there about electoral readiness? Are all of these MPs ready to hit the hustings if an election's called early?
Well, the good news is a lot of our MPs are already there. I'm ready if an election was to be held tomorrow. I think a lot of Canadians have mixed reactions on whether they do want an election, but yeah, certainly that's been a big part of our conversation. Is now we're entering a period of relative instability. It will be similar to what we had in a minority parliament from 2019 to 2021, where we have to assess everything on a case-by-case basis. So that necessitates a level of readiness that maybe wasn't needed before.
And just on the vote that the Conservatives say they're going to be bringing forward as soon as possible, non-confidence, was the NDP's position on that discussed in the meetings this week?
What we did discuss is that we know Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives are going to continue to play all kinds of games, and our conclusion coming out of this meeting is that we're going to stay focused on the needs of Canadians. So we're not going to be egged on by anything that the Conservatives do. We know from previous months that they like to play all kinds of hijinks at committee and in the House, procedural shenanigans. We're not going to let ourselves be thrown off by what they're coming to the table with, because we know that Conservatives stand for cuts. We know that they're going to make life worse for Canadians. We're going to stay focused on doing things better, making sure that we have things that are being delivered for Canadians who are desperately in need.
And just lastly, you said that Trudeau's brand earlier this week was radioactive.
Yes.
How are you feeling with the prospect of voting for Justin Trudeau's policies in some capacity heading into the fall sitting?
It's not going to be Justin Trudeau's policies. You have to remember that many of the things that the Liberals did in this Parliament were due directly to NDP pressure. So the Liberals like to take a lot of credit for things that we push them to do. But again, we're not assessing policies based on whether they're coming from Liberals, from New Democrats, or Conservatives. We look at everything based on its own merit. We've done that in the past. We're going to continue to do that. I think Canadians understand where New Democrats are coming for, what we've already done for them, but more importantly, what more we're hoping to do. So thank you.
Mr. Poilievre's nickname for Mr. Sellout Singh?
Well, I just think it's a bit juvenile. You know, I thought that I had left name-calling behind when I was in high school. If he wants to engage in that type of politics, that's a choice he's making. We're going to be the adults in the room, and we're going to approach our work in that way. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.